Today I'm going to be bringing you guys the top 5 best gaming CPUs for your PC build, ranging from lowest price to highest price. However, they're all very, very good in terms of price to performance ratios. I also want to be hitting you guys with a bonus CPU. Basically, what I mean by that is just an extra one that I found that I didn't want to include in the top 5, but one that I thought was pretty cool that I thought would interest some people, so I'm going to be talking about that as well. But before I get into the actual top 5 list, I want to thank you guys for over 630 subscribers now. I really, really appreciate it. The fact that I'm growing this quickly makes me very happy. I'm getting quite a lot of views on my videos, for my standards at least, and I'm very happy with that. So thank you guys. I'm going to be doing a small little giveaway soon. The video should be going up relatively shortly, so tell your friends about it, subscribe if you're new, and you might be able to have a chance to win a gift card. So anyway, moving on with the video, today we're going to be taking a look at like I said, my top 5 best gaming CPUs. So coming in at number 5 is going to be the AMD Athlon X4 860K 3.7 GHz quad-core processor for $70.88. For $71, this is not going to be the world's most powerful processor. You're not going to be able to play Arma with 60 FPS, so if you thought that, then I'm sorry. But for $71, the CPU really packs a punch, especially in a very low-budget build. I included it in my $350 gaming PC build that could run Fallout 4 at 60 FPS, and it could run GTA 5 on high and very high settings with 40 FPS. So this is a pretty damn good CPU in my opinion, especially for the price. The reason I chose this one over its competitor from Intel, the G3258, is because the Pentium G3258 only has 2 cores, and nowadays with the next-gen consoles having 8 cores, both the Xbox One and the PS4, game developers are optimizing their games to perform better with more than just 4 cores. In the past, for example, having an 8350 was kind of redundant because games only use 4 cores anyway, and AMD cores suck ass compared to Intel cores. However, now they're optimizing their games for more than just 4 cores, and sometimes even 6 cores or possibly 8 cores in the future, so having 4 cores is going to be important. In fact, The Witcher 3 has 4 cores on its on the minimum requirements instead of dual cores, as we've seen in the past. So that's why having a 4-core CPU is very, very important. And having 4 cores is nice for doing other things like multitasking. The CPU will perform better at multitasking than, say, the Intel Pentium G3258. Number 4 on my list is going to be the AMD FX 6300 3.5 GHz 6-core processor for $98.89. For about $100, you're going to get an all-around CPU. The AMD FX 6300 not only has a 3.5 GHz core clock, it also has 6 AMD cores, meaning that the games are going to be able to utilize those 6 cores as well as other tasks like multitasking. For example, if you're rendering or editing or doing some Photoshop or recording or doing whatever you want, having 6 cores is going to be awesome. For $100, this CPU is perfect for you. If your CPU budget is about $100, like I said, I would really recommend this build or this CPU. In my opinion, Intel is always faster and is able to handle games better than AMD is. But on the flip side, I believe AMD gives you more price to performance. Like I said, the AMD Athlon X4 860K is going to give you more performance than the Intel G3258 will for the same price range. Same goes for a $100 CPU or a $150 CPU. However, once we get up into the higher budget ranges, I would go with Intel from then on out. Coming in at number 3 is going to be the AMD FX 8350 4 GHz 8-core processor. This processor is a lot of people's favorite. Some people swear by AMD, some people swear by Intel, but in my opinion, the 8350 is going to be great for everything. I mean, like I said, if the 6300 is going to be good, this is going to be even better. With 8 cores and 4 GHz, this CPU, you really can't go wrong. And like I said, with the new consoles both having 8 cores, and later down the line, in the very near future, you're probably going to see games that are going to be using all 8 cores. So having these 8 cores is going to come in handy. For $165, this CPU is going to pack a punch. Coming in at number 2 on my list is going to be the i5 4690K 3.5 GHz quad-core processor for $220. This CPU, in my opinion, is everyone's favorite for gaming, the ideal chip in terms of gaming. It is probably the best price to performance you're going to find for gaming out of all the processors out there. The i5 4690K is perfect for a $1,000 build or even an $800 build. This CPU is awesome. It can run games. It doesn't bottleneck with any of the newest video cards. It's just great. If you really want to go to the next step and have the best chip for gaming, in my opinion, for the right amount of money, I would go with the i7 4790K 4 gigahertz, which is going to be number one on my list for $330. Not only is this chip perfect for gaming, this chip is able to handle anything you throw at it. You could record a video game while you're rendering, and this chip would probably be maxed out and it would be at full throttle, but it could do it. i7 4790K is a very powerful processor, and if you want to have a very meaty build, I would go with this one for number one. If you can afford it, an i7 4790K is the chip to go with. Not only does it have 4 physical cores, it also takes advantage of hyper-threading, which, for those of you who don't know, basically it means it has 4 cores, and with hyper-threading, it has 4 theoretical cores. So it has 4 physical cores, and because of hyper-threading, it has 4 theoretical cores. So effectively, it has 8 cores in total. And Intel cores are much stronger than AMD cores, so 8 Intel cores from an i7 is a pretty damn good chip. And the bonus chip that I went with for this video is going to be the i5 6600K 3.5 gigahertz processor for $255. This is the 6th generation Skylake processor from the Intel series. And for $255, this processor is pretty damn good. It competes with a lot of i7 chips, and for only $30 more than the i5 4690K, yes, that chip is perfect, but in just about every benchmark that I saw with this chip, including Witcher 3, it got about 10 FPS more. Now, to some people, 10 FPS is not a big deal, but to some people, each frame that you get additionally makes a big impact. So if you would like to spend the extra $30, this chip would be awesome, and I think it's really worth it. So that's why I included it as the bonus chip for the video. But I hope you really enjoyed. Be sure to smash the like button down below. Comment what you think with any questions, concerns, or what you thought of the video. Like I said, share on Twitter, Facebook. Just kidding, no one uses Facebook. But definitely share on MySpace. I will see you guys next time. Peace.